welcome back to episode 3 of Beyond the Pod. Now, we're obviously in a bit of a different setting today.
Because we couldn't be asked. No, it's not that. It's not that. It was more practical to be in 2 separate locations this time.
Yeah.
But fear not, we will be together soon again, reunited.
Yes. Hopefully back to normal next episode.
We've got a lot to talk about, haven't we? So we've got the finale of Perfect Match, which I'm assuming most of you have all seen by now, so this is no spoilers. And also Love is Blind UK. So lots to get through with them.
It's a good one. I've watched the final episode of Perfect Match.
Yeah. Same. I know what happens now.
There was the mixer, wasn't it? The final mixer. Juliet, Scott, Carrington.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it was. Well, how do you think Juliet handled that situation, and Scott and Carrington? How do you think they dealt with it?
I don't think any of them handled it very well. I mean, it seemed like with Juliet, she was quite liked having both of the guys after her. She kind of played off that, probably for as long as she could.
Yeah.
Right? And probably went slightly too long.
Yeah, I think that maybe she shot herself in the foot a little bit, but like you say, I think she likes the attention and she likes kind of she wants to keep her options open and she liked the attention. But I do think that like she was going to go with Scott anyway.
Yeah.
But she just liked the attention there and kind of guys fighting over her, maybe. And I don't think that Carrington and Scott kind of respected that. They wanted a bit more sort of black and white, who do you want kind of thing.
I mean, I found it quite funny when they both walked out.
Yeah, it was funny. I remember being there, seeing that, and thinking, oh, shit.
Juliet had nowhere to go. She was out as well.
That's why they've done it,
Yeah.
kind of eliminate her.
Yeah.
But yeah, fair play. Right.
Yeah, fair play. And then everyone else that matched up were the same as the ones from the night before, weren't they, really?
I mean, Sunday saying to JR kind of, that she wants to sort of see where things are with Louis, etc. And then, do you think JR's reaction of kind of just standing up and walking off without a hug, do you reckon that was justified?
No.
No, I don't think so either. I just think that like he's obviously disappointed, but you've just got to kind of appreciate that that's the decision she's made. I think, and at the end of the day, she just followed what she felt was right, and she'd already explored a relationship with JR, and this was a new relationship. So I kind of feel like she had a right to sort of do that and just follow what she felt was right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's like one of those, isn't it? It's like respect the decision. You've obviously got a lot of history. You liked her a minute before that. You're willing to give her a hug. So
Yeah.
like, oh, come on. Yeah. I mean, fair play to Sandy, because I think I remember in the last episode I was thinking that she might go with JR. I was like 40% sure, but she was just like, nah, dead set on Louis.
Yeah. I don't think she was like. There was obviously doubts there from the mixer. The way that kind of Louis behaved at the mixer, and she had doubts and stuff, and she obviously has feelings or had feelings for JR. She cared a lot about him. She wanted him in the house. She was always trying to sort of say really nice things about him to the girls. Oh, I'm going to send you on a date with this guy. Whatever is really nice. So she did genuinely like good intentions and good feelings towards him, I think. And yeah, but it is what it is. She just followed what she felt was right.
Yeah. And then it was like, what was the final dates then between all the couples? I think you and Madison went off into the caves, no?
Yeah, that was so cool.
Took her down into your dungeon.
Yeah, like a little dungeon. It was dead cool. It was proper good.
It was really cool, to be fair. That was my favourite thing.
It was a really nice date. We managed to kind of have a good chat, and yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice.
So then everyone gets brought back in to vote, right, for the perfect match, and you have people that were included on like the whole series, all the singletons coming in. Yeah. And then Scott, Carrington, and Juliet had a bit of a.
Yeah, well, that argument went on a lot longer than what that argument. Yeah, it did. I think Nick Lachey was getting a bit pissed off with it as well. Yeah, but yeah, it was. It definitely went on a lot longer than what was shown. Yeah, but it was funny. It was funny. It was funny to observe. Like I'm just sat there with my popcorn. Do you know what I mean?
Like everyone was trying to sell themselves as like the perfect match, right?
Mm.
And I mentioned to you last week that I thought you had some of the strongest, and I kind of saw that in the reception that you guys got. But also when you're trying to like defend like your relationship with somebody, when people are saying, "Yeah, but you hooked up with someone else," and this, that, and that. I don't know. I just found it like hard to believe.
Yeah, but then again, you could also say that they've sort of their relationships have had more of a challenge, I guess.
True.
But equally, do you need challenging in that aspect? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you get me? It's like kind of saying, "Oh, why did you?" And you cheated on someone, like, and then your partner says, "Why did you cheat?" It's like, "Well, I needed to test myself." It's, kind of like, it's, it's just a bit stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna when Nick comes back, I'm gonna go, Nick, I think we need to get challenged.
How that goes down.
We need to test our
But
marriage.
yeah, just testing a relationship. That's all it was. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. At the end of the day, like, I think each relationship had its strengths, had its weaknesses, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. The final two is between Ollie and AD, Daniel and Lucy.
Mm.
Daniel and Lucy got voted as the winner. Do you know by how many votes they won by or not?
Well, I don't have a clue. I know I voted for Ollie and AD. I think Madison voted. Well, Madison voted for Lucy and Daniel, and also it's people in the house were voting. People outside the house. People outside the house hadn't seen all the connections. They'd only seen what they saw in the mixers and like what the girls and boys were talking about when they'd been at those mixers or been at the girls' day, the boys' day. So it kind of they didn't really see most of the interaction in the house, and obviously there was more of them than people in the house. So their vote kind of contributed to the outcome more than the people in the house.
Yeah, of course.
So I don't know whether the system's like yeah I don't know. I think for me that's the only system that the only thing in the show that I think could be sort of tweaks a little bit.
Yeah. It's almost like you could have maybe the producers getting involved because they'll see everything.
Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think? I think so. I think that you do these challenges each time, yeah? You do these
Yeah.
challenges every day, or every other day you do a challenge with your partner. And I think it should be like a scorecard or something. So the more challenges you win, that determines who's the best match, not a vote.
Yeah.
You get me?
That's good. That makes more sense. Yeah. Because
It gives you an added reason to win. Not only do you get access to the boardroom, but you also get a point.
yeah. Do you think that was a fair win for Daniel and Lucy? As
I
in,
think,
yeah.
um, yeah, I think they were obviously they had a good connection. I do think they had a good connection, but I think that I'm obviously biased in the fact that I voted for Ollie and AD, and I could see, albeit I saw the complications they had with what like Ollie had done and sort of lied to her. I get that, but I could see a genuine connection which would sort of continue outside the house with them too. And you could tell it was like genuine. You could see that like, they both really cared about each other.
So Lucy and Daniel, they won perfect match, but apparently it only lasted like a few weeks after that, and they didn't even go on holiday together. Like,
Yeah.
do you know? Do you know what's gone on there? I mean, if you do, can you tell us? If not, I mean, speculate.
So I think that I don't think it'd be fair for me to kind of comment on their relationship because it's not my relationship. However, I have an idea, but like I say, it's not fair for me to kind of comment. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The PR training is still working. They seemed pretty well coupled up, and to win it, and get voted to win it, you'd think they'll be like strong enough. I mean, I don't know when the holidays would have been granted. You'd think pretty quickly after the show's finished, not like in 4 years' time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't at least go, oh, in a week. Okay, in a week's time we'll go on holiday, and then
Maybe I don't know. Maybe Daniel had a busy work period.
mate, something's gone on here. It can't. Sure,
I
the
don't
thing is,
know. I don't know. I don't know.
was there a rap party that like Louis and Ollie were at, and they dared Daniel to kiss like Olivia again,
I
and then
don't.
they ended it that night after?
Oh no, it wasn't anything like that. I don't think.
No, no, no,
Like I say, I don't know. I'm not sure. Can't comment. So yeah.
no. All right, tell me off camera.
I'll tell you off camera. Yeah.
Um, right, we've got some Q and A's.
Ooh, it's a cute.
Q and A's. I love Q and A's. It's where I can ask you the hard questions that I don't get blamed for asking.
Okay, go for it. Then.
So we have a question that's coming from Crystal. Was there anything not shown that you wish was?
I think in terms of like, obviously there was loads that wasn't shown because they can't cram it all into 10 episodes. But yeah, definitely, there was definitely little things that happened that weren't shown. Yeah, that were quite funny. I can only speak on my behalf, but I remember like there's this really funny scene, and I wish it was shown. Right, I wish it was shown. There was this one funny scene where we're getting ready for bed, and I wrapped Madison up, and I like embalmed her. It was really funny, and it looked really. But like there was a plant outside where like a bit of it had snapped off, so I put it on like a head and stuff, and I put her arms like this, and we were in hysterics. And then also we did like a little date. I did like set up a little date for her where I put like notes around the villa, and the notes were like clues. So it was like the next clue's by the pool, so she went to the pool, and I was like the next clue's toaster, so she went to the toaster. And then I was like the next clue's upstairs near the fire pit, so she came to the fire pit, and I did I set up like a little art date for us because
Oh,
and then we had s'mores and chocolates, but that wasn't shown, and it's so
it's so
that.
nice.
But yeah, but that wasn't on there. But there was loads of little things that like people did, and none of it was shown. Yeah, but it is what it is. You know?
Yeah, it's a shame that. It's a very sweet, sweet
Yeah.
thing. Right, question coming from Laura Jane. If it was still the old system way of voting for the final and not the compatibility challenge, do you think you guys would have won?
Uh, I think we'd have stood a good chance. Yeah, I do. But like I say, I don't think that it wasn't about winning at the end of the day. But yeah, I do think that like there was a very good chance. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so, mate. As a viewer looking in, I think as well, your reception when you walked in with Madison, as compared to everyone else, I thought was a lot better.
Obviously, it's a TV show, and they have to make it signed. Like, they have to make it like dramatic, and you know what I mean. I can't really remember like what people's reactions were when they came in, but I know that we had a good relationship with most people, or I did, and maybe I did. Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds like there's some unseen bits there. So that's a wrap on the Q&As and the perfect match.
Thanks for the question, guys.
Thank you, that was amazing. And now we're going to move on to Love is Blind,
Love is blind.
episodes 1 to 4.
1 to 4. Right, so it's only going to be a quick overview in it because
Yeah.
there's a lot of odds, but we're going to focus mainly on the couples that have sort of either had a dramatic sort of involvement in the show so far or have made it through to the retreat. So go on, which ones should we look at first?
Well, we'll look at Billy and Ashley.
Billy and Ashley. Ah, do you know what? I love them too.
They are nice.
Billy, I love Billy. I think Billy is a top guy. I really like Billy. Don't know what it is. I think I mean, he might be a villain in the next block of episodes. But he's a top guy. Like I like him. I really like him. Yeah. He's really genuine. He's been married before, which can put people off. You know, it can put people off. I mean, I know you said that about me too, about Nick. You said you weren't sure about it. But yeah, so yeah, fair play. He's been married before, and he's gone on the show. That is a bold thing to do, and it's putting yourself out there. And yeah, fair play, fair play.
Yeah,
I like him. I like him,
yeah.
and I think they've got a
That's
very really good connection.
yeah, yeah. I hope they go the distance. Like you said, the previously divorced thing is tough. Nick had that. I just hope that the fact Billy's been previously married doesn't put him off
Yeah,
getting married again. Now, Nick and I had a conversation about this where she was scared about getting into another marriage because of how a previous one went. And I said, well, you're not, you need to detach the idea of marriage failing um, and this, what we have, because it's like, it's a completely different marriage altogether. It's a completely different relationship.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I
But
just hope that doesn't derail them.
so Ashley is a flight attendant. I actually think I know someone that knows her.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I think she's a flight manager. I think she's a flight manager. So
Okay.
I know a few people in the aviation industry, and yeah. So one of my friends he messaged me and said, "Oh no, like we're watching a show," and I was like, "All right." Obviously, he's
No
not
way. What did they say?
any tea or anything, but yeah, it's because he was like, "I've not watched your show yet because I'm watching Ashley's show." I'm like, "All right, nice one." Uh,
Mad.
like she comes across so genuine,
Yeah.
and yeah, I really, do you know what? I think there's great connection so far. So I'm
Yeah.
intrigued. I'm intrigued. Yeah. How about
Yeah,
you?
they come across a strong couple. I think
Yeah,
they're a strong couple.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Next couple we can look at Kieran and Megan.
Oh yeah. So Kieran had Sophie and Megan, didn't he was like a
Yeah.
little bit of a triangle going on there. Um, what do you think? What do you think? Well, first of all, let's look at Sophie. Like, what do you think of of Sophie?
Um, strong-headed.
Go on,
I
what?
yeah.
Go on.
I think she made it very clear she wasn't really keen to open up. And I
Yeah,
think you can't. I mean, I was probably slightly guilty of that too, but it not wasn't for not wanting to.
yeah.
I think it was when I really liked somebody, I was like, okay, now I'm terrified that wow, I've actually felt something. But I think going in not wanting to open up, I'm like, well, it's a pretty serious marriage show where you have to kind of open up to, you
I
know,
feel like quite direct and sharp with things. Like at times, like he was like, "How's your day? Good, yeah." Just sort of like I don't know. I don't know because we only see what we see, but I kind of
yeah,
feel like the conversation would be quite difficult.
yeah, yeah, quite, yeah, very closed off.
Yeah, but she was funny. She was funny. Like I think she said, "Yeah, I don't want an ugly car." Yeah, so that's funny. Like, I just like you say. I think that like going into the show, you've got to kind of be a bit more open, and maybe she just didn't feel comfortable doing that because she hadn't met sort of. Maybe she wasn't at that point yet to open up. But
Yeah. Do you
um,
think if you were in the pods chatting to her, would you have like,
okay, so it's hard to say because
okay,
we're only seeing sections of the dates, aren't we? Those date we know how long those dates are, and we're only seeing like little sections. The rest of the conversation could have been like amazing, and
really?
obviously they liked each other, so it must have been good.
Yeah.
Stuff like some of the comments and stuff like I think I don't know, probably not, but you don't. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so that triangle got a bit messy. The
yeah.
Kieran, Megan,
So,
so
yeah, so Megan came back in, and she had been gifted some. Was it something, hadn't she? So we don't actually know whether Megan had disclosed. Oh, I'm dating him, and I don't know. I don't know. It's hard,
we
isn't it?
don't know. It seemed, I mean, she'd mentioned his name a few times quite loudly.
Did she?
Yeah,
Right.
so you just, I mean, again, they may, Sophie may not have heard. I just think I kept like cards very close to my chest
Yeah. Same. Yeah.
for several reasons. number one is like I didn't want to like get in anybody's head,
Yeah,
or as a result, get in my own head about it.
yeah.
If I start going around telling what her connections are, and I find out that you, Bobby, Steve, and everyone else is dating and getting, I'm like, oh, that would affect me negatively.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm like, bloody hell,
we
I
all
won't
had to
forget
go.
Freddie.
We all, do you know what I think? Do you know what I think? I think like you said, you're very aware of like other connections and like you are there for yourself. But I knew that Ollie liked Kat because he was very vocal about it. I don't know if he knew I liked Kat because I wasn't vocal about it. But when he'd come in the room and sort of been like, "Yeah, what a great date," yeah, I didn't feel great about it. So I understand Sophie feeling the way she felt. Like I get
Yeah,
that. Yeah, it's
yeah,
hard. But like they seem like they've got a good connection. Like they're getting on really well, vibing. Yeah, they seem
yeah,
like they.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because like
What
you
do you
say,
think?
I wouldn't want to make someone else feel the way I would feel if someone did it to me. That's
Yeah.
why I didn't go around.
And equally, we don't know whether Megan knew that she had a connect that
Yeah.
Sophie. We don't know that.
Yeah.
So yeah, really sort of speculate. But yeah, I agree. I agree.
I think Kieran and Megan are the strong couple. I think.
Yeah, strong couple. There's obviously attraction there. There's obviously
Yeah.
attraction there. The kissing and the close.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
We can go on to is Cal and Sarova.
Okay, all right. Callan Starova. So
Yeah.
do you know what? I think Sarova is such a sweetheart. I like her so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought their reveal was probably one of the nicest, to be honest.
Yeah, because he wore a traditional like Pakistani outfit,
Yeah.
didn't it? Like a wedding ceremony outfit, I think it
Yeah.
was. But that was really nice. That,
Yeah.
um, and also the fact that yeah she's Indian, he's half Pakistani. Like traditionally, like yeah, there is history there, isn't there? And even
Yeah.
now, this between the countries, they're not like there's stuff there, isn't there? So I understand why there would be a kind of a divide in historically, yeah, which
Yeah. I
could add.
think again. I don't know if that. Well, judging by the trailer, that might become a topic.
Mm,
Hopefully, not too big an obstacle between them when they meet the families.
yeah. But Carl did say his typical type is like a blonde girl, and I think I don't. What do you think about that? Like,
It's one of
do
those,
you,
isn't it? Like
like
it's.
if you just said to Nick, "Oh yeah, I'm a typical types. I like redheads."
I wouldn't
I wouldn't. I
like. I
wouldn't.
mean, okay, he's honest, but there's some.
Do you know what?
I don't know. It's like I wouldn't lie, but I
No.
wouldn't then just say like, "Oh, I'll go around saying it," because what good comes of that? Well, first of all, my types. I'm not. My type isn't limited to first of all to
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
certain.
Same. Yeah. Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like. So I literally, the whole board find if I find someone attractive, I find them attractive regardless of hair color, race, anything like that.
Greedy
So
bastard.
that doesn't apply to me.
Do you know what I think though? I'm the same. If somebody says to me, "What's your type?" I cannot answer that question.
Yeah.
I cannot answer that question. I've been asked it quite a few times on like podcasts or like even when I've been like interviewed for like Love Is Blind or Perfect Match. Um, I just I don't have an answer, and I feel like it's such a cop out saying I don't have a type, but I genuinely don't. So,
Mm.
but that being said, I know I'm going back to myself here, but I remember Madison telling me I wasn't her type. Yeah. Uh,
Really?
no, but she was. I know that she really liked me and she was attracted
Yeah.
to me. Tell me every day and like yeah, but I wasn't her type. But that didn't make me feel bad. So I don't know whether House of Rovers took that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like. I mean, I think it's planted an insecurity because
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because she's thinking about it now, isn't she?
yeah,
Yeah.
and that is. I hope they can kind of either move on from that or iron it out because now there's obviously two girls, Ashley and Barda, who are Bond white. That even if Cal talks to them innocently, Sorokin might have that insecurity about what they're
She will.
talking about.
Yeah. So what we have to respect is like those girls have got partners anyway, and even if, let's say hypothetically, let's just say, oh, we like them more and wanted to be, they're not going to do that because they're already committed to their partner. So
And also, there's a reason like that Cal's with Soroga as opposed to other
yeah.
people because he had a strong bond with Soroga.
So interesting to see where it leads. Yeah, yeah. So another couple is Jed and Barda. Like they seem like they're vibing. They seem like they're getting on really well. I think the pod dates were really cute, and they've got a lot in common. Yeah, and they seem to like each other a lot. So what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, same. At the minute, they're probably my favourite couple at the minute, just because they seem so sweet, sincere, genuine. Everything's like it's like cute, adorable, you know. And I
Yeah, I like.
hope I just yeah, I really like them as a couple from what I've seen so far. Um, there's been no real drama going on. They both seem really into each other. They're both very pleased at the reveal. And I just hope it continues that way. You know.
Yes, I do as well.
Um,
I'm rooting for them. Yeah, I am.
yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean, in terms of what we can talk about, there's not really much because there's no drama going on. It's very plain
yeah,
sailing so far.
very well. But let's just see what happens in the next block of episodes, I guess.
I know. And now the triangle between Katisha, Jarvan, and Demola.
Oh, and Demola. Oh yeah, this is like this is quite intense, isn't it? This triangle. So what? Oh, because she was going for Demola, wasn't she? And then Gavin was like, "I'm just going to finish my drink," and then that sort of prompted her to stay. And in that time period between that point and like leaving the pod, she sort of had doubts about her initial decision. Like, what
Mhm.
if Jan? What if he'd say, "Right, we're walking out of here, done"? That's
Well,
mad.
yeah,
That he's saved himself there, hasn't he? Really?
that
But
sliding doors moment of just
yeah,
yeah.
you
I
know what?
mean,
Like, I think watching their dates, watching Katisha and Damola, like they've got a really good bond. Like they're getting on so well, and he seems so nice. He seems so like a I don't know, like a top bloke, don't he? Top
yeah.
bloke. And like I think with Jarvin, like he was initially, I think in his first sort of VT, he was saying, "Yeah, I'm used to dating 15 girls, or whatever. I'm used to dating multiple girls." Yeah, I don't know. Listen, like he seems like a nice bloke. He's a good-looking lad. He seems sound. He seems a genuine connection there. But just those little comments, I'm just not sure about.
I know. I'd hate to be stuck in a triangle like that.
Feel bad. I felt really bad for Demola. I think he was going into that final date expecting to propose to her, and it's sort of like he wasn't expecting the no, was he? But I feel like at the end of the day, she has a right. I've seen a bit of stick, and people saying, "Oh, it's mean," whatever. But I don't think so. I just think like at the end of the day, like if she felt a better connection there with Jarvin, then so be it. And she's just kind of gone with what she felt was right. And again, we said it a few times, but we're only privy to like what we see on the show. We don't see the full conversation. We don't see the full dates. But yeah, I did feel bad for Demola. He seems like a really nice bloke, and it looks like he's coming back in it. Maybe at the mixer. Do you think when they meet, do you reckon there might be a sort of change of heart? Maybe like, oh, what do you think?
So, looking at the trailer, there is a
Mm,
clip where Katisha puts her engagement ring down on the table,
okay,
as if she took it off and put it down, right?
is that each doing that? Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
well, I'm like 99.9% sure because it's the same nails.
They're the same nails, right? I've analysed it.
So I've analyzed it because I did a
Yeah.
screenshot of the hand because I wanted to know whose hand it was. And then there's like
Right.
some red nails, right? So I was like, ooh. And then on another scene before that, she had red nails on. It could be
Okay.
someone
Yeah.
else, but I'm like, the other couple seem pretty solid. I can't see it being any
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
couples.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's obviously then the scene where Damola meets her, but she's still wearing an engagement ring. Now I don't know what's gone on or how it comes about. So I'm like, hmm.
is it the same engagement ring? Did you
Well, we
check
don't
that?
know.
Did you
Well, we
check?
don't know. No, I didn't check that.
I think might be a different ring.
It could be.
Well, that's it, isn't it? There are all the couples, but is it going to be interesting to see what happens next? I guess.
It is a good
Yeah.
few episodes coming up. I've got a horrible feeling for Billy and Ashley because Ashley was crying on the wedding day.
Oh, you're joking?
Now I've got a feel. Well, I could be wrong, but she's crying in two different scenes.
Oh no! Right.
I
Oh,
know. I
it's
hope Jen
that.
and Barter are yes. Callan Sarova might be a no in my books.
Hmm. I mean,
But I
this is
don't
only
know. I don't know.
it's hard, isn't it? I think we'll know more next episode, next block.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
more. Yeah.
I know.
Well, that's it then. Until next week. We've got another a block of exciting episodes to watch. We've got it's going to be the mixer, isn't there? The end of the retreats
Yeah,
and living together, meeting family, friends, family meet. So it's going to be a lot to talk about next week. And I think that after watching those block of episodes, we're going to have a lot of clarity on where the sort of relationships are and
yeah.
what kind of couples are going to make it down the aisle. I think
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Next week we'll be back in person.
we hope so.
Yeah, we hope so.
Yeah, yeah, we hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, again, put your comments, questions, anything you want to know for the next episode. And yeah, that is it from
Yeah,
us.
questions coming. Keep the questions coming because the questions are really good. Some of them are awesome. Some of them we can't put on because they're just too rude. But yeah, they're great. So keep the questions coming, guys, and
Yeah.
we'll see you next week.
Woo! See you next week.
Right, see you later, guys.